Uh, the next question is an interesting one. Do athletes do regular gym exercises too? And I'm guessing when someone says regular gym exercises, they mean bicep curls, for example. So the answer is yes and no. Yes, well, no, because it again depends on the goals, and if someone is looking to increase their running power, they're not too much focused on the bicep curl, for example. However, as I said previously, it depends on the phase of the season and the overall structure of the yearly plan. So yes, there are definitely benefits to doing unilateral movements, isolated movements for athletes as well, but they're definitely dialed down compared to, let's say, a general gym goer. So, for example, a general fitness guy would maybe have an arms day, a dedicated arms day, having like I don't know, 10 sets of including biceps and triceps. Whereas athletes, they won't have an arms day specifically unless they are training for something super specific. Most of the athletes won't have it. So they'll probably have an exercise of tricep, an exercise of bicep at max, or maybe forearms if they're playing cricket, for example. So yeah, it'll be in their days, but they won't have dedicated days for exercises that you would normally see in the gym. Next up, is cardio different in athletic training? I think yes is the answer again. In terms of when you say cardio, most people think it's just running on a treadmill, which is a form of cardio, but it's not just, that's not the only form of cardio that you do. So athletes, especially high intensity sports like football, cricket to an extent, tennis, basketball, involves not only your cardio function, but also change of direction, sprints, repeated sprints, sprint endurance, and all those kind of things. So yes, cardio is a bit different because all the athletes need to train differently for their sport. So a cricketer can't train like a footballer, and vice versa. But there is definitely elements and foundations of a zone 2 cardio, which is your long distance, slow pace recovery run, or building your aerobic capacity, that kind of run. And then sprints, hill sprints, change of direction, agility work, all those kind of things which boost cardio. Also, athletes do circuits where again it's brilliant for in season if you don't have time as an athlete and you've got a game tomorrow, you've got a game in the next few days. What you can do is do a quick circuit, get your heart rate up, get the exercises, strength and conditioning both done in a short amount of time. So yes, the cardio is slightly different, and even like the normal gym goers should focus on zone 2 treadmill cycle first, and then try and incorporate sprints, maybe fartlek training, change of direction, just so that they slowly and steadily build up to the athletic style of training. Right. Should general gym goers do plyometrics or sprints? It is a tricky question because I don't want to advise sprints and plyometrics to everyone as a blanket thing, even though they're important and useful. The thing to understand here is that the average gym goer might not have the correct form or does maybe not the knowledge to how to do the plyo or the sprint. So the answer is yes, only if you know how to do it, or if you have a coach who can basically check your form, correct you, and advise on where you're making any mistake or not. But they definitely are useful. So plyometric and sprints are the best forms of athletic training, and you feel athletic definitely after doing them. And they also transfer over to your normal strength training workouts. So for example, box jumps, doing them before, let's say, your snatches or your squats is really helpful because your body's your nervous system is activated with those jumps, and then and it's ready for the squats and the heavy lifting. So yes, but only if you know how to do it.